While affordability is always subjective, I think most would agree that watches in the $50 to $100 price range hits that sweet spot. Low enough to be budget-friendly, but high enough to offer solid quality and specs. Today we're diving into 10 affordable watches that prove you don't have to spend a lot of money to get something well made. Addiesdive is one of my favorite brands, and they've been busy lately, dropping not just one, but two new releases. The first is a really stunning, perfect everyday watch with one of the best looking dials you'll see for $100. It's available in 3 dial colors, gray, blue, and green, all with this grainy textured finish and a gradient effect that takes the watch to the next level. The new AD2094 has a classic 3-hand layout with all the right details. Polished applied hour markers, framed date window at the 6, and polished fixed bezel tying everything together nicely. It's powered by the go-to Seiko NH35 automatic movement and comes in a really great size, 39mm in diameter, 13 thick, and lug-to-lug at 48. On top is a K1 mineral glass which has been hardened and heat treated for extra scratch resistance. It uses a similar concept to Seiko's Hardlex crystal and definitely gets the job done. It's worth noting that mineral glass is a lot clearer than sapphire and does a better job with light reflections, so legibility is more often than not better, so I do enjoy K1. It's also domed, adding a nice visual pop. It comes equipped on a 3-link oyster-style bracelet. I've owned many Addiesdive watches and always impressed with the quality and comfort of their bracelets. The price is $98. The other new release is the AD2095, a really stylish chronograph that's available in both a panda dial as well as 2 variations with a turquoise color. All 3 are total home runs, look amazing, and have solid specs. The case has contrasting brushing and polishing, the K1 domed crystal adds a vintage touch, and the 2-tone NATO strap helps keep things casual and sporty. Powering the engine is one of my favorite movements, a Seiko Mecha Quartz, specifically the VK64. I've always found them to be incredibly accurate, only losing a second or two per month. As much as I do like the style of these NATOs, the design and color combinations do allow for unlimited strap options and would look awesome on a black or brown leather strap. For a chrono, this watch has good dimensions at 38mm in diameter, 12.8 in thickness, and 46 lug-to-lug. Sometimes chronographs can wear quite large, especially because of the pushers, so I think this is right in that sweet spot for most wrist sizes. The close-ups really show off the attention to details, like the vertical brushing on the case and the old-school-looking downward-sloping lugs and drilled lug holes. Everything comes together to make a total banger. The watch is priced at just $64. For those of you that like a robust, super durable watch in a slightly larger case size, the WDTuna from Watchdives checks all the boxes. I really like the blue and black combination. It takes the popular tuna case style but with a twist, making it more unique and just straight up cool. Even though the PVD-coated all-black stealthy case is a big standout design, the dial is equally the star. The details and overall finishing is really impressive, and not just because it's a $100 watch. The chunky, polished applied hour markers go perfectly with the hands, which have been given the same luxurious treatment. The bezel insert has such an awesome glossy finish, largely because it is made of mineral glass, adding great protection from scratches and a more premium appearance. The lume is super bright using Swiss C3 and BGW9, giving it a 2-tone finish with green and blue. 44mm in diameter, 15 in thickness, and 47.5 from lug to lug. Definitely a larger watch, but not over the top. It comes equipped on a super comfy rubber strap with a diamond textured pattern that's a perfect choice for this sporty watch. Inside, powering the little engine, is a Seiko NH36 automatic movement. On top of all that, there's also a sapphire crystal that does include an anti-reflective coating, allowing for solid legibility. There's also a 300-meter water resistance rating and a screw-down crown. It's really quite amazing that for $127 you get a watch with this level of finishing and specs. We have one more Watchdives to take a look at, and it's probably one of my favorites from the brand. The WD50 comes in 2 variations, so it's great to have options. One comes in a titanium sandblasted case with a sapphire crystal, and the other a steel sandblasted case with a K1 mineral crystal. You definitely can't go wrong with either, and I like how both look exactly like they are intended for, being a tool watch. The rest of the details and specs are the same across both options. There's a 120-click ceramic bezel that's executed in a matte finish. There's tons of C3 super lume, boxed dome sapphire crystal with an anti-reflective coating, and a 20mm nylon NATO strap. The design has such an old-school charm about it and has perfect dimensions. 40mm in diameter, 13 1/4 in thickness, and 48 lug to lug. The NATO strap is definitely a great choice for this type of watch, especially how it fuels the vintage aesthetic, but this is another strap monster and would look great on just about anything. Although this is a minimalist design with a timeless 36912 layout, it all comes together in a way that makes it special and stand out. It's also an automatic provided by the NH35 and rated for 300 meters of water resistance. And for anyone who wants even more of a vintage old school design, there's an option with faux patina on the dial and bezel that looks fantastic. The sapphire titanium option is priced at $157, and the steel K1 version, as well as the one with the faux patina, is $126. I've reviewed Thorn watches before and always impressed with their design and execution, both in specs and finishing, and this latest release from the brand is super unique and not like anything we've seen before. The T019 is not just any other dive watch in the market. Everything about it hits hard and packed with tons of personality. From the octagon-shaped bezel and red logo above the 6 to the titanium construction and the PT5000 movement, this watch is just next level. The rest of the specs are stacked. We're talking sapphire crystal with an AR coating to aid in clear legibility, a really awesome matte black dial, 200 meters of water resistance, and tons of really bright C3 lume. It comes equipped on a brown leather strap with white contrasting stitching that goes perfectly with the design, and it features a titanium buckle to match the case. Even the crown has a ton of details with the deep grooves and engraved logo. Nothing ordinary or basic about this watch. It's also another great option for the fans of bigger watches with dimensions of 45 by 16 by 55. Yeah, it's large and in charge with the price of $158. Switching gears to a more dressy and elegant watch is the GS04 from Cameri. The dial on this watch is a sight to see, and it's available in two versions. The first is the birch finish that's done really well, and the second has a textured wave pattern that adds its own personality to the watch. Whichever you choose, they both feature a blue seconds hand that adds a fun splash of color to bring even more life to the design. Power of the engine is a Seiko Mecha Quartz, the VH31, so accuracy will be spot on thanks to the quartz movement, and the visual of the sweeping hand is always fun to watch sweep by. What's even better is you have two strap options on both dial versions, either brown or black leather. This watch is just a smidge over $50, so it's crazy to get these details and a sapphire crystal. The case is brushed and polished, adding nice contrast, and the polished hour markers and pointed hands bring it all together, looking like a much more expensive watch. At 37 millimeters in diameter, 9.5 in thickness, and 43 in total length, this watch will not just wear really comfortably, but look great on the wrist. For $60, this is one of those crazy value-packed watches that's tough to pass up if you're looking for a classic three-hander. One of my all-time favorite affordable watch brands that specializes in military-inspired minimalist watches is Militado, and their new ML12 might be their best-looking watch to their catalog. The simple brushed case and pilot-style design is another total home run from the brands, and a great example that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a nice watch. It's available in two dial colors, red and green, both with a grainy textured finish and 3 strap options to choose from. The engine runs on a Swiss Ronda 515 quartz movement. On top, protecting the gorgeous dial, is a domed sapphire crystal with clear anti-reflective coating. I really like the combination of the vibrant dial along with the sandblasted case, making this watch quite versatile. It looks a little bit dressy, but still definitely a tool watch. The close-ups are a bit wild with just how well done it is. The dial is really kind of a work of art, and the finishing on the case matches the grainy execution perfectly. It's all such a vibe and a real stunner. It's a no-nonsense, go anywhere, do anything type of watch, and the $62 price is a really great deal. There's something about a vintage-inspired dive watch that always catches my eye, and this classic diver from Baltany is absolute perfection. It's available in either blue or black, and either a leather strap with a touch of white stitching or a 3-link oyster-style bracelet. Anyone not familiar with this brand, they are as legit as they come and make some of the best quality affordable watches in the $100 price range anywhere. A quick run through on the specs. It's powered by a Seiko NH38 automatic movement. There's a sapphire crystal with AR coating, Swiss Luminova, and high quality brushing on top of the case and polished sides. There's a ton of sub homages in the market, and this is a really great option. Whether it's the black or blue, the faux patina adds a lot of personality, and it's just a handsome watch. The diameter is 39 mil, the thickness is just under 14, and the lug-to-lug is 47.5. It's a capable and durable watch that includes a screw-down crown and 200 meters of water resistance. Now the good and bad news. On the leather strap, the watch is priced at $158, right in our price range. On the steel bracelet, it's $208, though with the available discount, it will come to the high end of our $100 target. Either way, definitely worth the price, and you won't be disappointed with the quality of Baltany watches, that's for sure. Changing things up to a much lower priced watch is the 2949 from Berny. This is another one of those brands that dominate the $50 price range with a ton of models available. This particular watch has a lot to appreciate. The grainy texture dial looks fantastic, taking things to another level, and the blue seconds hand on top of the polished hands and hour markers gives it all a premium finish. There are 4 awesome dial colors to choose from, all of which are executed really well. Inside the engine is a Japanese Miyota 2036 quartz movement, offering reliable timekeeping. There's an anti-reflective coated sapphire crystal, lume on the hands and numerals, as well as a steel bracelet. The profile is super thin at just 10 millimeters, giving it a slim look and a comfortable fit. It's also sized just right at 38 millimeters. The best part is the $50 price tag. We have one more vintage-inspired dive watch to look at in either an all-black stealthy layout, as well as 2 really stylish steel versions from Catison. I can't decide which version I like the most because all 3 offer a ton of character. Aside from the good looks, there are some impressive details that make this another special affordable watch. The bezel insert has a glossy finish matching the sunburst effect on the black dial, as well as the grainy texture on the other 2 dials. It's powered by a Seiko NH35 automatic movement. It's all protected by a domed mineral crystal, allowing for really clear legibility, and it comes equipped on a cool 2-piece canvas NATO-style strap. The size is just right for great wrist presence without feeling small at all. 42 millimeters in diameter, 12.5 in thickness, and 47 from lug to lug. There is the option for a Miyota movement, so if you prefer that over the NH35, there is that option as well, though it's just a smidge more money. It's either $85 or $107. I hope you enjoyed my selection of 10 affordable watches. Before we go, I just want to highlight that all of these watches, at least shipped here to the US, have no shipping costs or any additional costs like tariffs. As always, I'll put the product links in the description as well as the discount codes, so make sure you take advantage of those extra savings. Well, that's it for today. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.